It came without warning, and it spreads like wildfire. But until today, its origins remain a mystery.
Hi, my name is Faiez and I am a student of Beacon House Ring Road campus, Lahore. Today I am going to compare two developed nations in terms of their crisis response to COVID-19. The two countries are USA and New Zealand. Both the countries are developed. Per capita income is remarkable and health systems are considered at power. However, the striking difference is in the leadership. USA in the midst of corona crisis is being led by Mr. Donald Trump and New Zealand's Prime Minister is Jacinda Ardern. I'm curious if it's a reflection of the fact that female leaders are better at handling crisis as compared to male leaders. However, before starting with the main topic, allow me to talk about some quantitative data with reference to COVID-19. The COVID-19 illness has infected about 5,713,000 people around the world with over 3,52,000 casualties and about 2.45 million people being recovered as per updated till May 27th. Governments over the world are struggling to contain the pandemic with limited discussions on gender concerns, even though women are in many ways being affected the most. Now let's talk about if female leaders stand stronger against their male counterparts in terms of current pandemic crisis. Are females better than males or are males better than females? To answer this question, let's start with the comparison. Just as the news of a new virus spread across the globe, New Zealand knew that the lockdown was essential. New Zealand hit hard and early on the lockdown in order to emerge victorious against the virus. The country knew that it was required for them to keep their country intact. When the first corona patient in New Zealand was reported, the country went under a severe lockdown. They knew that even if there was only one patient and if they didn't undergo the process of shutdown, the number of patients would go from 1 to 100 to 1,000, which would simply mean exponential growth. The sooner you engage in lockdown, the easier it would be to win. The quick thinking of the government had enabled the country in achieving something that no other country had achieved, the defeat of the virus. This was all because of the Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern's understanding of the situation.
There is no widespread undetected community transmission in New Zealand. We have won that battle, but we must remain vigilant if we're to keep it that way.
Now let's take a look at how President Donald Trump is fighting against the virus. Mr. Trump initially handled the whole situation as a hoax. He blamed China for mishandling the situation. However, once COVID-19 breached the US borders, Mr. Trump reverted to the denial of the danger and claimed that the situation was completely under control. However, now he denies that.
You may ask about the coronavirus, which is, very well under control in our country.
Judging by his usual erratic behavior, it is more likely he was driven by sheer ignorance and arrogance rather than wise statesmanship, by his eagerness to save the stock market rather than his concern with saving lives. Trump's arrogance and ignorance towards the civilians is becoming an obstacle in winning the war against the coronavirus, due to which the country's number of patients is even more than China, where the virus had started. Here, as you can see, the number of United States coronavirus cases is at 1,602,497, whereas New Zealand's coronavirus cases is only at 1,503. We can tell from this that New Zealand is doing a way better job than United States. The active cases in the United States is at 1.115 million, whereas the active cases in New Zealand is only at 40. Now, taking a look at the death rate, we can tell that the death toll in United States is almost at 1 lakh, whereas the death toll in New Zealand is not even touching 100, it's 21. After the comparison, anyone could tell that New Zealand is doing a way better job than USA in every possible way, and from this I conclude that females are a stronger gender than males when it comes to crisis management. While researching for this documentary, I came across an article by Hong Kong Free Press. I was pleasantly surprised to find out that several female leaders have been singled out as being especially successful in keeping the numbers low. The names that keep cropping up are Jacinda Ardern, Angela Merkel, Katrin Jacobsdotter, Sanna Marin, Mead Frederickson, Erna Solberg, and Tsai Ing-wen. And their respective countries are New Zealand, Germany, Iceland, Finland, Denmark, Norway, and Taiwan. Interesting, isn't it? Being a male, I find it hard to say, but impressive too. Now concluding my discussion introduction, my point here is to not prove superiority of any gender. Instead, this video clip is like a reflection and an effort for the women leaders out there who have proved their mettle in the corona crisis. This is like a token of thanks to all the women who have been helping and supporting us throughout this crisis. I personally would like to thank my mother, who has helped me a lot through this crisis, even though she lost her mother during the pandemic, but she is still helping and supporting us like she always does during this crisis. And thank you for listening.